What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Jrose, all that good stuff. With the NBA season coming up, I'm super excited. Got my Lakers jersey on, man. We about to win ring number 18, but that's besides the point right now. Because today we're going to be looking at my predictions for the NBA awards for this upcoming season of the year 2021-2022, the 75th season of the NBA. So, with all that being said, let me show y'all what my predictions are for this year's awards. For each category today, I'm going to give you guys my top 3 choices, starting with my most likely to second likely, third likely. So the first pick that I have, and first one I say, will be who I think is most likely to win the award. And to start with, we have Rookie of the Year. At number 1, I got my man Jalen Green out of the G League. I think he's going to do great things with the Rockets. Rockets are a young team. They're not going to be very good this year. But he's gonna pad his stats. He's gonna get a lot of points. He's gonna have a lot of assists. Gonna average around 4 to 5 rebounds. And I feel like that Rockets team's gonna have a good culture. They're gonna have good chemistry off rip. And I think that, are they gonna win a championship anytime soon? No. But you've seen how Rookie of the Year goes. It's all about who's putting up the best numbers overall. And personally, all the rookies in the 2021 rookie class, I think Jalen Green's going to have the best numbers. Next, going at number 2, I got Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham, man, was the best player in college basketball. Number 1 pick to the Detroit Pistons. Pistons aren't that good, but they're better than the Rockets. But I don't know, man. Just this thing going on in my head, and I'm just not feeling Cade as the best player in the draft right now. Like all year during the season, during college, I was like, yeah, Cade's the best player for sure. But I'm not sure, man. That's why I got him at number 2 instead of number 1. And third, this one was tough. I was thinking about Evan Mobley at 3, but he's got all the big men on his team. I mean, he's going to get his rebounds. He's going to average like a double-double, 10-10, and probably two blocks. But I'm going to go with Scotty Barnes, man, because he's coming to a team that, just lost a veteran in Kyle Lowry. They're going to be led by OG Anunoby, Pascal, and Fred VanVleet. And I think his ability to play good defense, run, dunk, shoot decently is going to be good. So he's definitely my sleeper pick, and I have him as my 3rd most likely to win Rookie of the Year. Next, we got 6 Man of the Year. And at first, I've been thinking this since the preseason started, and maybe a little bit of last year. I have my number 1 pick at 6 Man of the Year as Jordan Poole for the Golden State Warriors. Man, this man is an absolute bucket. He's dropping 30 balls in the preseason, one after another. He's shooting like Steph and Clay. He's a walking bucket. And while Clay's out, I don't think they're gonna start him, but him coming off the bench is gonna be a big boost to that Warriors team. And we're gonna see opening night of the NBA against the Lakers what Jordan Poole can do. I have high hopes for this man. And I think he's going to have a really, really good season playing with Clay and Steph, coming off the bench and being a big boost to that bench team. Next, we got the reigning 6 Man of the Year at my number 2 in Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson, man, he's like a lot similar to Jordan Poole. I think Jordan Poole's got a bit of a better jump shot, but Clarkson's probably a better defender, and, he's been in the league longer. But Clarkson, we all saw what he did last year, and I don't expect anything less from him this year. So he's definitely going to be in that conversation. But since I got big high hopes on Poole, I got Clarkson at 2. And third, this might be a little biased based on who my favorite team is, but I'm thinking Malik Monk is going to have a crazy year because that catch and shoot off some LeBron and some Russ passes, man, he might average a cool 15 off the bench this year. 5 threes, that's it. No layups, no dunks, no free throws, just 5 threes a game. That'd be lit. That would help the Lakers win a championship for sure. But I think he's definitely going to have a big year. There's a lot of other people you can put a 6-man, but those are probably my top 3 going into the 2021-2022 season. Most improved player of the year is always a player that, it's like their first All-Star game. Last year we had Julius Randle, his first All-Star selection. I think the year before that was Brandon Ingram. It was his first All-Star election. But honestly, the 3 guys that I have, I really don't think either of the 3 will be All-Stars this year. But I think they're going to be in the conversation for most improved player of the year. Because all the other, people I've seen that have talked about who they're picking for each award, they've had these players and, a couple of them. So at first, we got Michael Porter Jr. The thing with Michael Porter Jr. is, he averaged 19, 7, and 1 last year. 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. But I think that he's going to be a 20-plus point scorer this year, and his defense is going to improve drastically, man. I've seen him in some workout videos. He's getting bigger, man. He's been working on his slides, and I think he's about to come out and show a lot. He's obviously, I think he's definitely the third option scoring wise behind Jokic and Jamal Murray. I wouldn't say Aaron Gordon is a top 3 scorer on that team. He could even be 2 if Jokic is, passing the ball. But with Jamal Murray back, Jokic is healthy, Aaron Gordon's healthy. I think that there's going to be more shots for Michael Porter Jr. because now they got to put so much focus on the reigning MVP and Jamal Murray coming back because we all saw what he did in the bubble. So I think there's going to be a lot of shots for Michael Porter Jr. to get up. So he's definitely my number 1 pick to be the most improved. Next, we've already heard this man in this video already. Most improved player, I got my boy Jordan Poole. All right, I ain't on no Jordan Poole bandwagon or nothing, but I believe in the kid, man. He's nice, and I think that he's gonna have a big season coming off the bench. Or if they start him, then my 6 man of the year goes out the window. But I can still win this most improved player because Jordan Poole, he's a bucket. I already explained it to you why I think he's 6 man. Say the same thing about most improved. He's gonna be a lot better than he was last year, even though last year he showed signs of him definitely being a better player. And last but not least, I got OG Anunoby. OG is, arguably the best player on his team. Arguably, because you got Pascal, Fred, and even Scotty Barnes. Like, those are probably your 4 best players. And, he averaged 16, 5, and 2 last year. He's bigger and stronger now. Every single year's points per game has risen. And I think that this is his year, man. Like, last year, he's hurt a little bit. He played like 40 games. And I'm high on the OG Anunoby train. He's a good defender. He's like a little Kawhi right now. So he's in my top 3 for most improved players. So for defensive player of the year, this man Rudy Gobert wins every year. And just out of spite, because sometimes Rudy Gobert really pisses me off. He's not even in the top 3. Just kick him out. Don't even think about Rudy Gobert. Don't even expect his name to be mentioned right now. Because what jersey am I wearing right now? The Lakers. Anthony Davis is going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Did he get robbed a couple of years ago by Giannis? Yeah, you could say he did, but you could also say Giannis should have won. It could have gone either way. In my opinion, I think AD won, but I wasn't tripping that Giannis won. But that's besides the point. Because AD, bro, this is his year, bro. This is it. This is his year. He's going to do everything. He's going to be on the Lakers, and everybody's going to say that he's the best player on the Lakers. This is the year that everybody says Anthony Davis is the best player on the Lakers. And even, coming from me, LeBron's my favorite player. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron sexual. I'm not even going to hide it. But it's Anthony Davis's year. If he can stay healthy, if he can hit the outside shot. I'm talking about other things, and we're supposed to be defense, but you know what I'm saying. He's gonna be locking down. He's gonna have matchups against Giannis and B, Gobert, freaking all them big men. And he's gonna come out top. He's gonna be guarding Steph Tuesday night. He's gonna be locking his stuff up, man. Hey, Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Number 1 fan right here. Go Lakers. Number 2, I can't disrespect the man. I'm gonna go with Giannis for Defensive Player of the Year at my 2nd spot. Because, he can just do everything defensively, bro. You saw what he did in the finals, man. That block on Aiden, bro, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. That won them the game. Honestly, won them the game. And I respect Giannis a lot for that. He held his own. Yes, Lakers were injured, Nets were injured, but hey, ring's a ring at the end of the day. I can't even lie with that one. But, he's long. He can guard the outside. He's got obviously a lot stronger now. He could win Defensive Player of the Year again. He could win it again. And last but not least, just because I said Rudy Gobert can kick rocks, I'm going to give my boy Bam Adebayo the slide. Because that Miami Heat team is a bunch of dogs. Like Milwaukee was last year. That Heat team's a bunch of dogs. And if they can come together, if Jimmy Butler plays like Jimmy Buckets, Kyle Lowry can be a contribution, they'll be a good team. And Bam Adebayo is going to be leading that defense. Because, he's like a little bit of a smaller Giannis, to be honest. Oh, it kind of rhymed. A little bit of, okay, whatever. He's a little bit smaller than Giannis. And, yeah, he can do a lot of the same things defensively. So I'm looking to see Bam Adebayo and those finalists for Defensive Player of the Year, Coach of the Year. And at first, man, this team made a lot of noise this offseason. The Chicago Bulls with Billy Donovan. They made a lot of noise this season. They didn't make the playoffs last year. They didn't make the play-in, none of that. And I think they're a playoff team this year. What they've done in preseason, they look really good. They were blowing teams out by 30, 40, and they're looking like a good team. Looks like they got a lot of chemistry. Adding Jrose, Caruso, those are solid pickups, especially Jrose, former All-Star, can still play at an All-Star level, and Caruso, who's brings energy, and that's what the Bulls need again. They need to be energized. And then you have dudes that can jump out the gym like Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, his second year. Vucevic is a great center. And I think they got a lot of good pieces. Will they be a top 4 team in the East? Nah. But they're going to be at least a play-in team, if not the, 6, 7 seed area. And that's my pick for Billy Donovan as Coach of the Year. Second, I got Nate McMillan. That Hawks team, they're young. They're good. They're like a better version of the Bulls, better version of the Grizzlies, like those young teams that can just run and gun. Like Trae Young, bro, he's different, bro. I'm not even going to lie. That little bro is different. And they're going to have a really good season again. Maybe could sneak into that top 4 teams the way they played last year. Plus, they're going to have DeAndre Hunter back, who was gone for the playoffs last year. So that's going to be a big bonus to that Hawks team. So we're going to see, man. I think Nate McMillan's obviously a great coach. He did great things with the Pacers. And I think that it's going to be a close race in the Coach of the Year. And third, we got first-year coach, Ime Udoka. So first-year coach Ime Udoka is going to a really good Boston Celtics team. Some people might look at me funny for saying the Celtics are really good, but having 2 superstars on your team, which Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are, you're going to have a good season. Plus, I think adding Dennis Schroeder is going to help. Schroeder just didn't fit with the Lakers, but I think he fits a lot better with this Celtics team. Marcus Smart is going to have a great year. And I'm looking forward, man, those two guards, like that Tatum and Brown, that's pretty much Kawhi and Paul George Jr., if I'm going to be honest. Those are the young Paul George, young Kawhi on the same team. And it's like putting Spurs Kawhi and Pacers Paul George on the same team. That's what I see it as, Tatum's obviously not as good as defender as Kawhi was, but he's better offensively. And then Jaylen Brown and Paul George, they're right there. So I'm thinking that he's gonna have a good year. The Celtics are gonna be, a good team, and he's gonna lead that team pretty well. I think he's a good dude. Seems like a good coach from what I've seen with the other teams he's been a part of. And yeah, I'm excited to see the Celtics team. Even though it's Laker Nation, I'm excited to see what the Celtics are talking about this year. Moment you guys been waiting for, MVP. MVP of this year, I'm going to go with Jason Tatum as my number 1 pick for the NBA MVP. Here's why. First, Tatum last year averaged 26, 7, and 4. The year before, 23, 7, and 3. So, 3 more points, another assist. He's a bucket. Jason Tatum's a bucket. He can score with the best of them. Man, that team, bro, he's got Jaylen Brown on his team. He's another bucket that'll help Tatum strive. Like having that other player that is also a Bakito, just like you're not going to get double teams every 5 seconds. You'll have your little ISOs, and Tatum's just going to improve. In my opinion, he's going to be a 30-point scorer, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. He's going to improve in every type of stat. And this league is big on stats now. And stats are probably they're probably more now than they used to be, even though Wilt used to do some ridiculous stuff. But anybody can score 30 points in the NBA now with the way it's refereed and officiated. But Tatum is my number 1 pick for MVP, man. I got high hopes, and I really believe in this. Second, I got my boy Luka Doncic. Luka is currently the favorite to win MVP in all the sports books and all the betting. If you guys like betting, he's plus whatever to win MVP. And here's why. So I got Luka second. He averaged 28, 8, and 8 last year. His numbers were down a little bit. The year before, he averaged 39 and 9, almost a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double. But this year, I'm expecting his three-point percentage to go up to high 30s. Maybe if he could get to 40%, that dude's going to average 35 points a game. But the big question with Luka winning MVP is I think it depends on what Porzingis can do. Because if Porzingis can play like Porzingis and actually help and not make Luka just do everything, I think that'll increase Luka's case. But Porzingis has to help a lot before Luka can win MVP. Like, Luka can average 40 a game, but if there's no Porzingis help, they're going to be an 8, 9 seed. You're not winning MVP at an 8 or a 9 seed. You feel me? Last but not least, my other finalist for MVP is none other but himself, Dame Damian Lillard. And here's why. Dame, he averaged 29, 4, and 7 last year. And I'm going to just be straight up with y'all. I think Dame is fed up with losing. I think he just wants to win. So, in my opinion, Dame's just going to go absolutely crazy this year, give everybody buckets, probably average 30 a game, and they got to be a top 4 seed from the win MVP. With all these guys, Tatum, Doncic, Lillard, they're all on teams that are like not going to win the finals in the next couple of years. Not with the Lakers, Nets, the Bucks, Suns, playing how they are, or even the Sixers. None of those teams are better than the Sixers. But those teams, they got players that are just complete buckets. And I think that they have the best chance to win MVP this year because they're complete walking buckets. And when you're a walking bucket, MVP comes easy. But if you want to know why to put Giannis in the top 3, honestly, I think that the NBA is switching to a thing. I feel like they're not going to be giving out back-to-back MVPs anymore. I think Giannis was the last one we're going to see for a while. I think that, we got Jokic last year. It was like kind of random. Like, he had a great year, obviously. But I think we're going to see a first-time MVP winner this year. Somebody that's never won. But if Giannis won again, hey, after seeing his jump shot in the preseason, as a Lakers fan, I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie. Giannis is looking good, man. He's looking good. But that's besides the point, because we got LeBron, whatever. But yeah, those are my MVPs, Tatum, Doncic, and Lillard. Feel free to let me know what you guys think, or let me know your predictions below in the comments. Let me know what predictions of mine you like, or that you think are absolutely outrageous or blasphemous. Just let me know in the comments, you feel me? And if you want to know who I think is going to win the championship, I got Lakers or the Nets. One of the two. Hopefully Lakers win. But we'll see. Like, right now I really got to sneeze, but I've been trying to hold it in like the last however long. I don't know if you guys can see my eyes start to almost water, but whatever. We're ending the video. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, man. And if you guys want to see more basketball, NBA content, NFL, baseball, let me know. We out of here.